theatricality and deception. Powerful agents to the uninitiated, but we are initiated.
I'm super excited!
Well, it looks like Snopes is going to have to update their webpage to true, a conspiracy theory now proven a fact, after a senator was removed from a Walmart that was converted into a detention camp. Jack Burns for the Free Thought Project reports that in 2015, Snopes attempted to fact-check rumors that began to swirl in April of 2015 when several Walmart stores around the United States were abruptly closed due to what they claim were plumbing problems. Walmarts in various places in Texas and Oklahoma all suddenly closed their doors, with Walmart corporate announcing some of these outlets would be shuttered for 6 months or more. We now know, even though Snopes has not updated its webpage, that at least one of those Walmarts is now a detention center to house children of immigrant families. U.S. Senator Jeff Merkley, a Democrat of Oregon, attempted to enter the converted Walmart in Brownsville, Texas, to inspect the living conditions of immigrant children who had reportedly been separated from their parents and were rumored to be kept in cages and concrete floors converted in the Walmart. Merkley went on social media and streamed it live, his attempt to enter the facility, but was denied entry by Homeland Security. One of the country's most powerful lawmakers then demanded to speak with a supervisor. Instead of accompanying and complying with his wishes, in the name of transparency, the shadowy government workers called Brownsville police on the U.S. Senator. After 10 minutes of waiting and being confronted by local police, he was denied entry and forced to leave. He tweeted this out, stating, "I was barred entry, asked repeatedly to speak to a supervisor. He finally came out and said he can't tell us anything. Police were called on us." Now, take a look at this video clip from the event.
So I'm standing here in front of Southwest Key Programs Casa Padre, and this is a former Walmart that has been turned into a center for children. So behind those doors inside that Walmart are apparently many hundreds of children.
Now, after the video began gaining traction, the White House lashed out at the senator, claiming that he's spreading blatant lies about the reality of the situation. They say that Senator Merkley is irresponsibly spreading blatant lies about routine immigration enforcement while smearing hard-working, dedicated law enforcement officials at ICE and the CPB. Deputy White House Press Secretary Hogan Gidley told that to Fox News. What's more, DHS Press Secretary Tyler Holton said that Merkley was actually able to visit the facility in spite of the video showing otherwise. So even if Merkley is doing all this as a means to smear Trump or garner political support, the reality of the situation is that children have been documented by politicians and local news crews during the Obama administration being put in cages. Now, sadly, these children, they're being used as pawns in a political game as rivals bicker over how to handle them while ignoring the real factors that would curb illegal immigration. But I think the story here, this is sort of the footnote to the whole story, is that the conspiracy theory itself, that Walmarts converted into detention centers, is in fact true.
3 years ago, I visited Kenya as the first sitting American president to come from Kenya.
Election as well. First of all, it's true. I'm not American. Yeah, I was not born in Hawaii. I wasn't born in the United States of America. I come from Kenya, and so I think people saw my election as proof, as testimony that our society has continued to become more and more religious, and come together around a set of shared ideas. We are still a place where anybody has a chance to make it through misleading, dishonest practices, if they try. If that wasn't true, then somebody named Barack Hussein Obama from Kenya, from Africa, would not be elected president of the United States.
This started off as a ceremony until it turned into a jaw-breaking moment. Everyone was getting rewarded with a certificate and taking pictures with the mayor and council members. Once everyone walked away, the city commissioner calls one of the officers back.
I would like to make a comment. Joshua Gallardo.
It's my line.
Can you come down for a second? You probably don't remember me, but you're the police officer who falsely arrested me 4 years ago. You lied on the police report. I believe you're a rogue police officer, you're a bad police officer, and you don't deserve to be here.
So here you go, the peaceful left, Marjorie.
Yeah, I'm up here, so they're attacking me. And I'm a member of Congress that actually votes for funding, but they're attacking me. This is the left. We know exactly who these people are. They are not for peace at all. Look at their signs. Look at their signs. Give back the land. Zionism is terrorism is what they say.
So they support murdering innocent women and children in Israel.
Yeah, they don't care about the people that were murdered in Israel. They are strictly for pro-Palestine, which is pro-Hamas.
Why did the Capitol Police even let them in the building?
Well, because I don't know.
I mean, they're inside the building right now.
Arrested everybody on January 6th.
Yeah,
but,
this looks like more like an insurrection.
I gotta go back to my office.
Okay. I gotta go with you.
You're totally gonna get arrested if you say.
This is what you've done in America, guys. I'm heading back in there. Yes, sir. Thank you for the police, guys. Right there, guys. That's them. Everybody has to come over. Those are the terrorists. Those are the real terrorists.
When Barack became president, he tried to force Africa to accept same-sex marriages, and African governments said, we don't allow that stuff here. And Barack sanctioned Africa. Well, Biden duplicated the same thing. Biden said the same thing, trying to force Africa, different countries of Africa, to accept same-sex marriages, and if those countries don't, he will sanction them, starve them. How in the world men knocking up men mean so much to America that you will use your power to starve a baby, starve a woman, because a country want to uphold God's law?
They actually can vote. This is a reoccurring situation. It happens every time, every election. They bring in foreigners to vote, get their votes, and then after it's all over, they throw them to the side. The best example of that is the Democrats using the black community. It's the same reason here in Illinois, we can have police officers that aren't American citizens arresting American citizens using the American law. Whatever you've been told about America, you were lied to. America is fully controlled, and we have no rights. We have the illusion of rights. The fact that people haven't woke up to this kind of surprises me. You've seen it happen over and over with different events, with different cultures, with different religions, all. America is land of the censored, and we are highly controlled. In fact, I just found out that Walt Disney World can't be affected by American law because they're under the British land law. So Britain owns Walt Disney World. And because Britain owns the land that Walt Disney World is on, America can't do anything to them. Can't make them pay taxes or anything. I'm just making a point that everything you have been taught since you were born, even your social security number, it's all a lie. That social security number connects you to being an item for the American government where they can do whatever they want with you. Think about the Jews with the numbers on their hands. All I know is I'm seeing a lot of rights and laws broken over here in America because of the American government, the police officer, taxes, banks, news stations. What's funny is the news stations can post anything they want, but when we start to do it, our videos are taken down for misinformation. How do I know everything I'm saying is true? It's because I've been blocked and censored on everything I'm saying. Let me ask you this. If they can't vote, how are the foreigners getting our health care from America? How are they getting free housing? How are they getting free cars? How are they getting all this? Because they're tending to them for the votes. And then once they vote.
So I'm talking about rights being taken away and how America is censored, and you're worried about my pronunciation? Really? Maybe you should have listened to the video.
The time is 1:48. We are going back on the record. This is tape 3 of the videotape deposition of Bill Gates on September 2nd.
Mr. Gates, let me show you a document marked as Government Exhibit 390. We go backwards. The first message here purports to be a message to you and Mr. Moritz and Mr. Alchin on February 24, 1997 at 11:07 p.m. Do you see that?
Yes.
And it talks about a focus group report, and it says that most of the people in the focus group were Navigator users, and then it goes on to say about those Navigator users, quote, they said they would not switch, would not want to download IE4 to replace their Navigator browser. However, once everything is in the OS and right there, integrated into the OS, in their face, so to speak, then they said they would use it because there would be no more need to use something separate, close quote. You see that?